say as well, we don't want to forget, a lot of Europeans have legally come to this country and worked very hard and made a very great contribution. So thanks to them as well. I just want to say to our Remainer colleagues and civilians, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we are magnanimous in victory. And our message to our Remainer friends is, let's stay friends. We had a good debate, but now we have to plough on. I want to just say two things. One is, we did understand what we voted for. And the second thing I'd like to say, ladies and gentlemen, is the vote for Brexit was a vote for democracy. It wasn't a vote for xenophobia. It's very important to realise it. A couple of other points, and then I'm going to go. But the big worry I have at the moment is a lot of people are saying we must have a deal. That's very, very dangerous, because if you think you must have a deal, you can end up signing a long document with a lot of traps in it. When America became independent from us and became a massive success, were they worried about signing a trade agreement at the Boston Tea Party? No! Were the Australians, Singaporeans worried about a deal when they became independent? No. All these countries have become great success as a result of democracy. Our message to Boris and everyone else involved is, please don't tie us up in a 500-page deal that only the Attorney General can understand. Oh, I've done it for tonight. I've brought a deal here. And the deal is this. It's one sentence. Dear Michel Barnier, we agree to trade with you without tariffs. And that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much indeed. Appreciate all your work. Have a great day. Have a great evening. Thank you very much.
Isn't it great? The one and only, the true Tim Martin. Thank you very much, Tim, as always. Now, we love a bit of audience participation. We love some songs. And there is, of course, one song in particular by a very, very special singer. Some of you may have already guessed. His name starts with D. And D stands for Dominic. I wonder if the other Dominic is listening in number 10. But please, ladies and gentlemen, give a huge, massive, raucous welcome to the one and only Mr. Dominic Frisby!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My band, the Gilets Jaunes. This first song is about how there are two sides to everything.
The all-new Pig Monkey gives you the power and flexibility you need.
Two people from the same family are treated in isolation at a Newcastle hospital. And 83 Britons arrived back in the UK, flown home.
Frozen duty on spirits. That backs our biggest export of the whisky industry. We've also frozen duty on fuel, giving motorists, especially in rural areas, a helping hand. And we have saved for the Scottish Police and Fire Services £40 million every year by lifting their...
Good evening. I'm speaking to you live from my desk in Downing Street, and I want to tell you about some of the things we've been doing just in the last few days. And first, perhaps most important, we've been putting more money into policing, 1.1 billion into 20,000 more police to make our streets safer. Because what matters to me is making sure
tweets about what goes on. Excuse me, the noise is quite loud. About what goes on afterwards in terms of trade deals and fishing, but be in no doubt, at 11 o'clock tonight, we pass the point of no return. We're leaving the European Union, we're becoming an independent country, and I could not be happier.
Was it that bad being part of this club?
Well, it's that bad if you lose your democracy, you lose your sovereignty, you lose control of your borders, you lose control of your fishing waters, you lose the ability to make your own friends around the rest of the world. Yes, it's been a terrible 47-year mistake. We're righting it today, and I must say, I think it was a bright, very optimistic feeling about the UK now. And to see today, even Tony Blair saying, look, it's happening, let's get on with it, make a success of it, not look back up over our shoulders, shows you that the drama's over, the war's over, we're coming together, and we're going to become a normal country again. I think it's great.
It's your dream, obviously, but by goodness, it's been disruptive, hasn't it? The language has coarsened in political debate. Do you accept that the nation is scarred by this?
No, I don't. The nation says, let's just get on with this. There have been attempts by big business and big politics to scare the pants off people. They've had enough, they don't believe it anymore, they want to get on with it, and we are today getting on with it. And all the lies we were told, 500,000 jobs would go immediately, all the negativity, it's over. We've made a decision, we're implementing it, and we will unite now as a country and get on with our independent future and start reaching out to parts of the world that we effectively turned our backs on.
Well, the Prime Minister is calling for the country to be united. There's a live display that we put on the White Cliffs of Dover and here at Downing Street too. But what is the big sell for you? How will you persuade the remaining 48% of people in this country who did not vote for Brexit that this is genuinely a good idea?
The vast majority of people who voted Remain now say we're a democratic country and it's right that we deliver Brexit. And as I say, Peter Mandelson today, Tony Blair, they're accepting it. Lord Adonis apparently doesn't even want to use the new 50p coin. He refuses to have it in his pocket. And do you know what? People like him now are beginning to look like members of the Flat Earth Society.
I know that your children are blessed with German passports. You never fancied retiring to southern Spain yourself now that your job is effectively done, Mr. Farage?
Look, I've spent 27 years of my life fighting for this. I've given up a lot to do it, and tonight's the night it's all been worthwhile. I believe this will be better for most Britons, better for our communities, better for our self-respect and our place in the world. I'm proud of what I've done. I've been supported by a huge number of people, and now we have a Prime Minister saying all of the right things. And I wish Boris Johnson well. If he keeps his promises, we will get a Brexit that will put us in a completely different place to the rest of Europe. We have a great future ahead of us.
Nigel Farage, thank you very much indeed for that ongoing celebration in Parliament Square. Well, our political editor, Beth Rigby, joins me now. A Prime Minister who's saying all the right things. What is Mr Johnson up to right now?
Well, Anna, I mean, for Nigel Farage, he's campaigned, as he said, for 27 years, and he wants to be front and centre celebrating. For the Prime Minister, a different role here. It was a divided country. It has been a difficult, torturous 3.5 years getting to this point, and now Brexit is about to arrive, and you can see the clock ticking down to the moment we leave the EU across the front of number 10. The Prime Minister is trying to be the unifier, trying to strike a conciliatory note, and he is celebrating, but he's celebrating perhaps with English sparkling wine. Behind that door in number 10, a private gathering. He had a cabinet meeting in Sunderland. He talked about his messages, one, to try and level up the country and try and bring people back together.
Washington.